spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bush. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They've done a really good job at high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And
turning it on! Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Taylor wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Back to the ground game on the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Gain 9. Coming up, 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Gives it on the option. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
From the gun, give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone. Motion
from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Downfield on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gabe. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They feed him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Commodores will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Commodores will hustle to the line. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Commodores. the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying the left side. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Taylor wants to throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Back and heading out to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Using his legs, it's Harris. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Everett. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Taylor wants to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The shotgun, they go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Commodores want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Everett. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it, looking for a first. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to fire. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. here comes that Commodore offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And tackled there by the defense.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a two-score game at 16-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 25 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The give on the option. Nice move there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Love the work by the quarterback, selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll move the tight end. Taylor wants to throw it. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Black. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll leave it with him. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Now on the option. Quick toss. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Dumps it to the back. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. That's caught. It's Black. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. And I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Commodores are marching down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Now improvising. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Commodores headed quickly to the line. They just keep firing. Finds his man. It's Everett. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's game.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Works the middle of the field. Touchdown Doors! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
They'll line up to go for 2. The snap sets up the throw. It's caught for the 2.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. A big-time moment there to get the score and tie this game up. And I think we're setting up for a barn burner here at the end.
I think we are, Reese. You mentioned a big-time moment. How about big-time players make big plays in big games? This is the time where your best players have got to show up on offense and on defense and go out and win the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's Everett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Robinson. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, running back gets the give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Watkins. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They're trying to hurry to the line. They're right on the edge of field goal range here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Everett. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
First down, Bulldogs.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
First down, Bulldogs.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys,